lot of what happened remains under investigation, but this does appear to have been an ambush of some sort. The owner of the building across the street telling ABC7 that his surveillance video shows the vehicle with the shooters parking in his lot about 40 minutes before a group of 5 or 6 hooded men jumped out and opened fire.
We have the person from Knox being transported to Masonic with the grave wound to the neck.
Detectives were still on the scene early this afternoon as they continued to investigate an overnight shooting that left 4 men injured as they walked down the sidewalk in front of Fort Knox Studios in the old Irving Park neighborhood around 2:30 a.m.
And all of a sudden I woke up and heard gunshots, and it sounded like automatic machine guns or something going back and forth.
And while officially police say they're still investigating the circumstances, overnight scanner traffic relayed what appeared to be a first-hand account from one of the injured.
All we have is that this gentleman said that he was shooting a rap video. He's a videographer. He walked out and he heard they shot about 30 to 40 shots. He doesn't know the make of the model, doesn't hear that. He just said they went the length of the street and were just shooting, and he caught one in the neck.
According to the owner of the music studio, while the building was already closed at that time, one of his long-term tenants with overnight access was using one of the many recording studios inside at the time of the incident. The injured appeared to have been among that tenant's guests, but he says he does not know who they were or what exactly they were doing. Police say the victims are 4 men between 20 and 25 years old. Their injuries at this point do not appear to be life-threatening.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.
With the death of Philadelphia's YBC Duel and the rise of Skrilla hailing from Zombieland, aka Kensington, the Philly drill scene has been on fire. It seems like the Philly drill wave may be the next wave in drill. YouTuber Brandon Buckingham has gone viral off of his YBC Duel interview due to the fact that Duel was killed less than 24 hours after doing the interview.
No, they occupy for the most part.
What's going on? I don't like when people get to clutching.
Is something not good?
Is everything cool? Everything cool? Is everything cool?
Dave.
Everything good, Dave? Everyone gets
yeah, we good.
Looking around.
What up, Pop?
We f***ed the hood up. It ain't no more dice games. No, it ain't no block you could go on down here and people outside. We f***ed the blocks up.
You ever think maybe when you get older, you're gonna turn a new leaf and you're gonna wanna make like the block better and make the hoods better?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna try my hardest. Like there's lots and shit. Like I'm gonna try to build shelters. Like I'm gonna try to feed. I'm gonna get back to the hood, bro.
What's the game plan? You're gonna f*** it up first and then make it better?
I mean, bro, that wasn't the game plan to f*** it up. We f***ed it up already. Like, feel me? Like the goal to get rich, feel me? But some shit came in the midst of getting rich.
Buckingham really gets in the streets and taps in with who he plans on interviewing. He did a song with YBC Duel, and the song was a diss to one of Duel's deceased ops. Even though Buckingham didn't have anything to do with the situation, a lot of people felt he was disrespecting by appearing in the diss video, dressing up like Ronald McDonald, and actually rapping on the song.
All I heard is gunshots. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm hearing gunshots right now.
Bro, that's irregular, but all I'm hearing is gunshots. Boom, boom, boom.
This is Philly. Welcome to Philly, y'all.
Yeah.
Come check us out. There's a lot of good things happening in Philly.
Yeah. They're shooting a gun very close, like a block away. Yo, we're driving towards the gunshots. Why? Yo, what are we doing right now? Oh my God. Bro.
Some people would say that he's playing a dangerous game. He would soon understand the error of his ways. Before we dive into what happened to Brandon Buckingham, we have to rewind and go back a few months to track the trail of lives lost. Let's start the story off by taking a look at this picture. You have rappers Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Lil Scoon, and YBC Duel. All 3 of these young men are dead. This was the last song they recorded together. Bloodhound Lil Jeff was shot over 12 times while on a hit trying to slide on his enemies, and it didn't go his way. Lil Scoon was shot multiple times after being backdoored by a female. Then YBC Duel would get shot and killed while in his SUV in Philly.
A lot of got overcooked.
Yeah, what's the difference between getting overcooked and getting undercooked in the streets?
You had to get 3 times, he undercooked. If a nigga get hit with 8 or more, he overcooked. It depends where you hit him, man. I ain't get hit yet.
When you say hit, do you mean hit by gun bullet?
Yeah, got by gun bullet.
You never been hit?
Yeah, I ain't get hit yet.
And how many times have you been doing the hit?
We've been doing this for a long time now.
More than 10?
10 niggas posted up, I hop out, switch the crowd. All them niggas running with their hot thing, shoot back, like where y'all glizzy now?
A few months ago, Brandon Buckingham went viral once again when he did the interview with Philly rapper YBC Duel. This interview would go viral because Duel would be shot and killed literally less than 24 hours after doing the interview. In the interview, he taunted his ops by saying he's never been shot, ever. Chopper 6 was over the scene around 3:34 p.m. Friday on the 5500 block of North 6th Street. A white Hyundai SUV was held there as part of the investigation. Police say the 25-year-old male victim was shot multiple times in the chest and hand, but officers are still working to find where the shooting happened. Sources have identified the victim as Abdul Vix, a well-known rapper known as YBC Duel. He was affiliated with the gang Young Bag Chasers, or YBC. Vix was rushed to an area hospital where he was pronounced dead.
And right now, a 16-year-old boy is charged with the murder of a Philadelphia rapper. That shooting happened last month in Olney. The 25-year-old rapper Abdul Vix, also known as YBC Duel, was killed. District Attorney Larry Krasner announcing those charges today.
He also says the teen suspect is connected to several other shootings. Jeff, what can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you that the country and this region appears to have a problem with young victims and young people shooting guns. Listen, prosecutors with the district attorney's office tonight are urging parents in the city of Philadelphia to search the rooms of their children to find guns there and call the police to have them taken away. This, as you folks have reported, as he charges a 16-year-old with double murder. In a light rain near a basketball court in Olney, DA Larry Krasner reports he's charged a 16-year-old with the killing of 2 and the wounding of others as part of a shooting group known as Fast Break.
A small group of young people in the city of Philadelphia made a decision to hold a gun, to point a gun at another human being and pull the trigger.
The alleged teenage shooter is Aiden Waters. The DA says he's the killer of 25-year-old rapper Abdul Vix in a shooting on the 5500 block of North Fair Hills Street in late August. Investigators report they've linked Waters to a wave of shootings in Philadelphia last month, along with the murder counts. He faces attempted murder, aggravated assault, and gun charges.
It's called clout chasing, is what we call it. It's what everyone calls it, I guess. You're looking for notoriety. You're looking to make a name for yourself.
Prosecutors say the guns used in the killings were illegal and one had a switch installed, allowing for multiple shots with one squeeze of the trigger. Prosecutors are urging parents to search their children's rooms for guns.
Recover the firearms that are in the homes, in the basements, under the rafters. Call the police. Tell them you found a gun in your house.
At 16, Waters is likely to spend much of his life in prison if convicted, while a city council member calls for early intervention for teens like him.
We need to find ways to get a hold of these clout chasers, these young people who are oftentimes doing things just to be noticed.
Once again, a 16-year-old charged with double murder in this case. The district attorney calls this a rapid response to violent crime. The alleged shooting occurred just last month. In the meantime, they are urging parents to help them with their efforts. Live in Olney, I'm Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News. Folks.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much.
4 men in their 20s were shot overnight in the Irving Park neighborhood on the city's northwest side. Surveillance video showing what appeared to be brief and intense gunfire just outside a recording studio.
Hey, Tanya and Val, good morning. Chicago police actually, within the past few minutes, just reopened North Knox Avenue here on the city's northwest side after being here for hours investigating a shooting outside of Fort Knox Studios. Now, at this hour, we do want to show you some of the video from the scene showing that large police response this morning. You can see multiple shell casings on the ground as well, dozens of them in fact. You can see officers walking around with flashlights investigating. Chicago police tell us just before 2:30 this morning, 4 men were walking on the sidewalk when people in a dark-colored sedan began shooting at them. 2 of the victims drove to Community First Hospital for treatment, while the other 2 went to Illinois Masonic Hospital. The men are all listed in good condition this morning. Now, video from outside Community First Hospital actually shows a black SUV riddled with bullet holes. We spoke with a man who lives nearby, near North Knox Avenue, who says he heard a barrage of gunfire early this morning.
About 2:30 this morning, all of a sudden I woke up and heard gunshots, and it sounded like automatic machine guns or something going back and forth. Probably about 20-30 shots. It went on for a good 5 minutes or more.
Now back here live from the northwest side, this is a very industrial area. The man that you just heard from right there says he's never really heard anything like this before. Still unclear this morning if this shooting has anything to do with Fort Knox Studios behind me. Of course, as we learn new information throughout the morning, we'll be sure to bring you a live report.
Police say all 4 men who were shot are expected to survive. According to police, the shooting happened around 2:30 a.m. Thursday in the 4200 block of North Knox Avenue. The area is mainly industrial, with multiple businesses, including a recording studio that sits just feet from where the shooting happened. Police say 2 men were transported to area hospitals by the Chicago Fire Department, one with a grazed wound to the left arm and one with a grazed wound to the neck. Both were listed in good condition. The other 2 men were driven to area hospitals, police say, one with gunshot wounds to the buttocks and groin area and one with gunshot wounds to the buttocks and left leg. Both were also listed in good condition. Were Bloodhound Q50, who was close with Bloodhound Lil Jeff, who was killed a few months ago. The famous YouTuber Brandon Buckingham's cameraman was shot, and not Brandon Buckingham, to clear that up. Another person that was shot was the Philly rapper Skrilla himself, and Skrilla was the one who had the graze to the neck. Brandon Buckingham was the one who made the report to police. No one was reported dead, so everyone should be stable and looking to be released from the hospitals soon. Alright y'all, there y'all have it. That was a crazy night in the rack right there, like it always is, always busting, but Brandon Buckingham never went through anything like that before, so it's going to be interesting to see his approach now with these type of like hood vlogs, if he's going to continue to do it or if he's going to have like armed security with them from now on. Like, who knows? But hey, no one died. That's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, get in the comments, man, let me know what y'all think. You already know what it is, drillers and trappers. We out here trapping and drilling 247. You already know what it is, man. Don't go nowhere. Watch that next video. Gang!